Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, Midland States Bancorp Incorporated MSBI just filed its current report 8K, and there is a key detail about their financial results that they want you to see. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. They are releasing their second quarter results and giving us a peek at what is to come. So this filing is a standard 8K, which is basically a way for companies to announce major events to the public. In this case, the big news is about their financial performance, specifically for the second quarter of 2026. The company Midland States Bancorp, under its ticker symbol MSBI and also MSBIP for its depository shares, is reporting its financial results. This is a common practice for publicly traded companies to keep investors informed about their performance. Midland States Bancorp has two main classes of securities that are traded on the Nasdaq market LLC. First, there is their common stock, which is the regular stock that most people think of when they hear the word stock. This stock trades under the ticker symbol MSBI. Then there are their depository shares, which represent a portion of their preferred stock. Specifically, each depository share is a 1/40th part of a share of their series, a preferred stock. This preferred stock pays a fixed rate of 7.75%. These depository shares trade under the ticker symbol MSB. It is important to note that this preferred stock is non-cumulative, meaning if the company misses a dividend payment, it does not have to make it up later. The main reason Midland States Bancorp has filed this 8K is to announce their financial results for the second quarter of 2026. This is a really important update for investors because it tells them how the company has been doing financially over the past 3 months. This report was issued on the 23rd of July 2026, letting everyone know about their performance up to that date. They've attached their official press release as Exhibit 99.1. This press release would contain all the detailed financial numbers and management's commentary on the results. Additionally, they've included a slide presentation as Exhibit 99.2. Presentations like these are often used during earnings calls or investor meetings to visually walk through the key financial highlights and the company's strategy. Looking at some external context. Recent news shows that ETFs are investing in Midland States Bancorp's depository shares, which is a positive sign of institutional interest. There was also a recent mention in late June about a potential upgrade, and news in May about an increased stock repurchase program to $45 million. This suggests the company is actively trying to boost its shareholder value. In late July, there was also a mention of risk channels and responsive allocation, which indicates market participants are watching the company closely for any potential volatility or strategic moves. What is interesting is that in June, there was an analysis on their Q1 earnings where preferred shareholders benefited from earnings per S-Hair surging past estimates. This is a good indication that the company is performing well, and particularly their preferred stock offerings are seen as a positive by some analysts. The financial results themselves, which would be detailed in the press release and presentation, are the most crucial part of this filing. While this 8K doesn't contain the detailed tables here, it points us directly to them. Typically in these releases, companies will discuss things like net income, earnings per S-Hair, revenue, and their balance sheet. For a bank, key metrics also include things like their net interest income, loan per tambahan, and deposit growth. Now, what is the story here? Midland States Bancorp is clearly communicating its financial updates for the second quarter of 2026. The fact that they are highlighting this and attaching detailed documents indicates they want their investors to be informed. The mention of strong Q1 results for preferred shareholders and an increased stock repurchase program suggests a focus on financial health and returning value to investors. K is to comply with regulations and keep the market informed promptly. The biggest takeaway is that the company is releasing its quarterly earnings. While we don't have the actual numbers in this document, it is a signal that investors should be looking out for the press release and presentation to understand the company's financial health. The previous quarter's performance for preferred shareholders was strong, and the buyback program shows management's confidence. The risk channels mentioned is something to keep an eye on, as it implies there might be market participants who are concerned about potential downsides or volatility associated with the stock. What I am actually looking for is to see if this positive trend from Q1, especially for the preferred shareholders, continues in Q2. The increase in the stock repurchase program is a good sign, but we need to see the actual earnings to confirm the company's overall direction and stability. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded, like, comment, subscribe, and join our Discord in the description.